Hey, my name is Mike Marin, and I'm the founder of Client Getting Mastery. And first up, I want to say thank you so much for coming in, checking out this video. I just want to jump in today and really add a lot of value to your business. So what I'm going to walk you through is going to be a lot different than what you've probably been on before when it comes to training videos like this. I'm going to show you the Facebook strategy that is working right now to attract an unlimited amount of leads and high-paying clients. I'm going to do that not by walking through a bunch of PowerPoints and slides. I'm actually going to take you over my shoulder. We're going to build an ad and a client getting funnel live together with my hopes that once you see how easy and how simple this really is, that you could go out, you can model what I'm doing here, copy it in your own business and apply it and start to generate leads, start to generate high-paying clients, and really get great results in your business. So that is my intention of this training. That's my big promise for you to watch me set this up, to watch me create an ad, watch me create a funnel that generates leads, generates appointments, and you can go out and you can model this in your own business. So I'm going to show you everything from how do you set up the lead capture pages to writing the ad to, everything A to Z so that you can build your database, build your pipeline, start to build your list. I'll show you the software that you need to implement this in your own business. And that is what we're going to cover in the next 45 to 60 minutes. So who is this for? This is really for coaches, consultants, experts, and information marketers, as well as service providers. So if you're an author, if you're a speaker, if you're anyone who really has valuable knowledge or expertise that you sell coaching packages or done for you services, you're going to get a lot out of this because I'm going to show you how do you get off of that hamster wheel. Because I speak to a lot of coaches, consultants, experts, and really they're relying on referrals, networking, word of mouth, and they don't know where the next client comes from. It's always a worry. Where is that next client going to come from? Their income is that roller coaster. It's, some months they got a ton of income and the next month, it's that feast or famine cycle and they're hunting prospects and it's not a great way to run your business. I'm going to show you how to set up a simple funnel. So instead of doing all of that stuff, we set up a funnel where people are booking into your calendar. People are, you have a database of leads, and it's like what John Lennon said, the guy from the Beatles, which was when he wanted a swimming pool, he said, I'd write a swimming pool. And let me back up and explain what that means. It meant that because the Beatles had built their fan base, that if he wanted a swimming pool, he would simply just write a song. So he would write a song to get the swimming pool. And that's what happens when you build a list, when you have a database of leads, is it really gives you that security knowing, okay, I have a list of 1,000 people, 3,000 people. If I need to generate income, I can go out to that database and I can whip up some business. And that's what I want for you. That's what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to show you how, obviously networking is still great. Relying on referrals is still good, word of mouth. But if we could set up a system, which I'm going to show you how to do in this video, that's going to alleviate all of those pain points. So with that said, I'm going to get right into it. So one thing we need to get clear on when it comes to funnels and Facebook strategy is a lot of the talk and a lot of the things that I see in the marketplace are very tactical based. And what I train and how I'm different is I go from the mindset to the strategy to the tactics. And if we want to build a funnel, we need to follow the two strategic questions, the major keys, as I call them, which are we need to know the client lifetime value and we need to know the dream client profile. And that is before we even get into the trenches, before we even write the ad, before we even design the funnel, we need to know that. So what I want you guys to do is I have a worksheet here. I'm going to pull on. Let's go. There we go. I'm going to pull this on here. And what I want you to do is, if you have a piece of paper, just write out how much, you can pause this video if need be, but write out how much do you want to earn from your business this year. And then I also want you to write out what is your current lifetime value of a client, your client lifetime value. What is your current client lifetime value in your business? Meaning when you get a yes in your business, what is that average? What is, are you selling $1,000 product? Are you selling a $30,000 mastermind? what is a yes on average equal to your business? And it's okay if it's low, because what we want to do before we run any Facebook ads, we want to ensure that's as high as possible. So let's just say that we're following sort of the best practices of this industry, which is, you probably heard them before. The best practices are, number one, don't do one-on-one because it's a disaster. Not a disaster, but don't do one-on-one because the more clients you take on, the more work you have to do. So obviously it's, you want to move to a group type program. So let's say you have a group program, and let's say kind of the standard, kind of the best practices, if you've been hopping on a lot of webinars, is to get that to around, the price point to at least $1,000 per yes, anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000, all the way up to 10,000. So let's just say, we'll keep it simple. We'll say you have a $5,000 group package, which is a 6-month program. And again, if you guys are doing one-on-one stuff for like $100 an hour, which is kind of standard, $150 an hour, and like 4 sessions a month, that's $600 as a client lifetime value. One of the simplest ways you could do to increase that is to just sell packages of 6 months. So if you do a 6-month package at $600, you already have a $3,600 package. So what I'll do to keep the math easy is $5,000 we'll say is your client value. So then, and we'll say your income goal is $100,000. So $100,000 for the year divided by 5,000 equals 20 clients for the entire year, which again is very doable. Again, just follow this worksheet, and if that's 20 clients for the year, I got my calculator here. We're going to do 20 divided by 12, and that's 1.66 clients a month. And let's say, how many leads do you need to achieve one conversion? Let's say you're awful at sales, and let's just round that up to 2 clients a month. I hope you're following this math here. So 2 clients a month, and let's say it takes you 5 leads. So it's 10 leads per month is what you need, and to achieve that target monthly number of clients. And then how much could you pay per lead and still break even? Well, if you need 10 leads, and 10 leads gets you 2 sales at $5,000, which is 10 grand a month, you would take 10,000 and divide it by 10, which would mean that you could pay $1,000 per lead and still break even. Now, when I'm working with helping experts, coaches, and speakers build their funnel, I usually try to engineer a 2-to-1 return, meaning that when you spend $1,000, you get $2,000 back. If you spend $1, you get $2 back. So what I like to figure out is not only what is the break even, which is what is the max we could pay and still acquire a customer and still break even, but I want to figure out what is that 2-to-1 return. And that would mean $500 per lead, because if we got 10 leads at $500, we made 2, we'd spend $5,000 for the leads, and we make 2 sales, we'd make $10,000. We'd double our money. So why this is important is I'll show you when we get to the actual funnel part, is we can reverse engineer and know what are our key performance indicators. So with that said, once you've figured out that, and what I'm going to do here is pull up and show you the basic funnel that we're going to be building. Let me pull up my Paint so I can do this live in front of you. Just give that a second to load. So cool. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to show you how I go about mapping out these funnels. So let's say the end result is we want to have a $5,000 sale. So I'm going to pull this out here. $5,000 sale, $5,000 client. So right now we need to ask ourselves, so what has to happen for that to happen? And usually if you're selling a package anywhere above $2,000, it's going to have to result in a conversation. So the step before that, we're going to draw this out here, and this is going to be conversation. Convo. And then what has to happen for that occur? Usually I recommend speaking to warm leads. So what we're going to do is we're going to have them fill out appointment on our calendar and an application. So let's draw another one. That's what's going to have to occur before that. And this is going to be appointment and application. And what has to happen for that? Well, usually if someone's going to fill out an appointment with you or an application, they're going to have to know something about you. There's going to have to be some context, some trust built, some goodwill built, which in my process, if I'm building a funnel like this, is going to be a value video. So if I go here, we're going to need to know that a value video comes here. And then we're before the value video. Let me just pull this up here. Is going to be, we're going to usually capture their details as an opt-in video. So as I show you, and we're going to build this funnel out live right in front of your very eyes. I'm just showing you the process to how you come up with these, kind of how I think through these. So it's opt-in for the video. And then of course we got a good old Facebook ad is usually where we start. So that is the funnel that I would build if I'm trying to make a $5,000 sale for one of my clients. So we got a Facebook ad that will go to an opt-in video landing page. Again, I'll show you how to set that all up. We're going to build this all out. I'm going to show you how to create the value video. And actually, if you guys are smart, I'm actually creating my value video as we speak right now. So you're watching me actually build my own funnel live. That goes to an appointment and an application, which goes to a conversation, which goes to a $5,000 sale. So what we know, if we want to double our money, we can figure out what are our key performance indicators. So we know, like I said, it takes us 5 applications or conversations to get us a $5,000 sale. And we want to spend, again, this is a really important number. This is the strategic thinking that almost no one does before they put out an ad, is we want to, our cost to acquire a customer, we want it to equal $2,500, right? Because if we spend $2,500 on our advertising and we get a $5,000 sale, we've just doubled our money. So what we can figure out from there is if it takes us 5 conversations to get us a $5,000 sale, what we do is we take $2,500, we divide it by 5, which means that we can spend $500 per application and still, if you're following this math here, $500 per application, and we're doubling our money. If we spend $500, 5 phone calls, it's $2,500. We make a $5,000 sale. We've now just doubled our money. And by the way, $500 is like insane for an application cost. Usually you're going to be spending around $200 all the way down to $30, you know, depending on how well the funnel is and what market it is. But you could even get application calls for $100. So you see, if you strategically make that client lifetime value high, there's a lot of room for error, which is just, if you guys aren't using this sort of funnel in your business, it's crazy. So what we can figure out from here is, let's say from our value video, we get 10% of the people who watch our value video will actually fill out an appointment, which is about what you should see. So if we take 10%, if we take 500, and let's just do this math, it's easy. Let's say for 1,000, hold up. Okay, cool. So I just didn't want to do all that math on the fly with you. So what we need to know is, coming back, is we know our cost to acquire, our desired cost to acquire is $2,500. We know if, so what we want to do is we want to assume, make some assumptions here. So let's say that for every 100 subscribers we get, $5 will apply, equals $5 apply, right? So these are the assumptions that I'm making here. And I'm also assuming that for every 5 that apply, equals one $5,000 client. So what we can do here is if we know that our costs are, so we know that for every 100 subscribers that we get, we're going to get one client, right? For every 5 that apply. So the way this math works out is if we can spend $2,500 for 100 clients, we now know how much we could pay per lead on Facebook and have all of our numbers of our funnel work out. So 2,500 divided by 100, that means we could pay $25 per opt-in. And if those numbers hold true, this is just to show you the power of doing this math. And like, again, no one really knows this. You know, you see the tactical thinkers on when they try to run Facebook ads, you know, they're like, oh my God, I'm paying $10 a lead. Well, let's just do the math on this. Like if you're paying $25 on opt-in for 100 opt-ins, you know, 100 opt-ins times $25, you're going to spend $2,500. If 5 of those apply and you have 5 conversations from that, which means you're spending $500 an application, you enroll one of those 5 into a $5,000 program, you've just doubled your money. Now, opt-in rates is kind of like a vanity metric, but you should be able to get that down to like $3 to $5 per opt-in rate. And as you can see, it's still crazy profitable to know this. So this is like the strategic thinking that no one really covers. So once you know that this is your KPI is $50, but here's what's even crazy. If you just want to break even on this, we now know that it takes 100 subscribers to get 5 people to apply. 5 people apply. Actually, let's just say that we're worse, right? Let's say that you're awful on the phone. It takes you 10 applications. That will equal 1 sale at 5K, right? It's a little messy here, but that means that we now know that we need 200 subscribers, because 200 subscribers will get us 5 applications, right? Just simple math here. So we know that, right? 10 applications equal 1 sale. It's going to take us 200 subscribers because 5% of them from the value video will apply. What we now know is if it's $2,500 to acquire divided by 200, we can spend $12.50 per opt-in and still double our money through this funnel. And again, this is the power of knowing your numbers, because now if you're getting opt-in addresses even for $25 and you're converting 1 to 10, you're still breaking even. So once you know this numbers, you'll stop going into running Facebook ads emotionally, and you'll start to go in with really more of a scientific look at it as knowing, okay, these are my KPIs to hit throughout, key performance indicators to hit. And as long as I'm below $12.50 per lead, I'm going to keep running this funnel because I'm going to get the applications, which then I could convert. You know, if I'm converting 1 out of 10 of those applications into a 5K sale, I'm going to run that funnel all day. So that's sort of strategic point number 1 is know that. The other thing to know is we got to get really clear on, if I pull this up, on who your dream client is. And I call this my dream client planning process. And the big mistake I see a lot of advertisers make on Facebook is Facebook is not a magic button. It's not a magic pill. Like, it's not going to make up for bad advertisement. If you come up with a very general message and you're just a generalist and it's not really hitting with anyone, number 1 is they're going to ignore it. You're not going to cut through the noise because it's just another general message in their newsfeed. And number 2 is you're going to need to spend a lot more money on advertising because it just takes a lot more if you're targeting so many people with such a general message. So really what you want to do is you want to niche. And what I like to ask all my clients is, who do you love to work with? You know, so look at the clients you have now that you love to work with, or who would you really like to work with? And what you want to do is do this exercise. We're not going to do it now because I've already done it, but you want to write out an ideal description of your ideal client. You know, where do they live? What's their age? Get a visual kind of representation of, if you had to mash up all your clients together into one person, Evan Pagan calls this a client avatar. What would that look like? And describe that. Describe a day in their life and really visualize that person. So now instead of going, if you're if you sell business growth, instead of going to small businesses, right? You would then pick one segment like chiropractors and target that, and you will beat out all the other general advertisers. That's how you win. Again, in 2017, you need to pick a niche market and you need to really understand them. And then you want to profile them with these questions. What do they care about? What makes them angry? What are they passionate about? And most importantly, what is their biggest problem? What keeps them awake at night? Because if you understand what the result is they're looking for, what's their biggest problem, that's how you write a great Facebook ad. The copy is only 10%, which is great news. There was a study done in direct mail, which I learned from Gary Halbert, which says 60% is who you're targeting. 30% is the actual offer, and 10% is the actual writing. So if you can figure out, again, that niche, and I'll show you how to target. Once you have an idea of who your ideal client is, you can get really specific on quote unquote the list, because you can target them through Facebook's targeting features. And then if you get really clear on what's the offer, you're offering the ad, that biggest problem to solve, you're 90% of the way there to having a great ad. And then I'll give you some templates on how you write the copy to get you that last 10%. But the most important part about Facebook ads, and this is going to be a shift for you, is not the messaging. It's not, sorry about that. It's not the power editor. It's not the tactics. It's not, it's like I went to an event the other weekend and it's crazy. It's like they're all speaking about running a video ad and then finding them for 30 seconds and retargeting, and it's nuts, right? What's most important, what you need to focus on, the 80-20, the essentialist, is what is the message to market match? If you get that right, you don't need the video ads. You don't need all the fancy, crazy stuff. You just need to get who you're talking to, and you need to get the message right, okay? So again, take a look at these worksheets, jot down these questions, and you really want to do that before you ever do an ad. So I'm going to pull this aside. So now that we know that, we've designed our funnel, we know our key performance indicators. And we know who we're speaking to. Now it's time to actually go in and build our funnel and build our Facebook ads. So just so I didn't bore you down with minutia, what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've built out my ad. So here is one of the pages I got here. Again, I just built this really quickly before filming this video. And I'm using ClickFunnels. Again, it's $97 a month. So drag and drop. It took me like 30 minutes to learn. And I'm using these opt-in pages are the opt-in pages that work the best. These landing pages work the best. Very simple, very clean. Just one thing for your clients to do, which is enter in their email address. So again, it's going to go Facebook ad. We're going to build that. But you want to build this kind of first, the opt-in page. Again, you want one good headline. Just a simple place for them to enter in their email. And then from there, I link that with Aweber, which allows you to do follow-up emails. So if you go to Aweber, you could do that. And I synced it by going to settings, integrations here, and I connected it with my Aweber autoresponder. And again, I don't want to bore you with all the minutia of that, but it's really not that hard to do that. It took me about 20 minutes to set that integration up. So once you've figured this out, like how long does it take to write a headline? Quick, easy. Create a simple page like that. After this, we go back. I created a thank you page. And again, like ClickFunnels makes this super easy. This, again, was super quick. And this is where this video you're watching is actually going to appear. It's going to appear on this thank you page because people are going to opt in. You probably opted in on that page that I just showed you if you're watching it. So I'm showing you kind of like a behind the scenes of how you build these things. So again, real quick headline. The video here, which I'm going to host on YouTube. Again, you don't need to get fancy with this stuff. And then just these quick buttons here. It's, again, all drag and drop. So again, super quick to set up. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to head to Facebook ads, and I'm going to show you how to create an ad. So let's go get some leads. Cool. So you're going to get to this page. And again, you can use the Power Editor. I have no problem with that. But if you're just starting out, let's get some leads. Let's get leads coming in today. So if you look at all these, the ones you want to use for your coaching consulting business is really going to be this one right here, the conversion ad, which means you're getting the email address first, or I'm going to do another video later on in this series on how to do lead generation ads, because what this allows you to do is grab their phone number. So if you're better on the phone and you're willing to speak with leads that aren't as warmed up, but you're just looking to get more reps on the phone, I highly recommend these lead generation ads. But for most of you, I'm going to recommend doing these conversions. The rest of this stuff, you don't really need to worry about. Again, likes, comments, all that kind of stuff. If you're looking to make money, if you're looking to get clients and leads, like, let's not get a bunch of likes and build our brand. Let's get email addresses, phone numbers, people applying to work with you using direct response marketing, which is what I teach. Let's do that first, and branding will be a byproduct, right? You should be focusing on not like campaigns, but getting email addresses, building your list, building that database, and also getting phone numbers, building that database, and getting people to apply to work with you. People raising their hand saying, listen, yes, I want to work with you. So we're going to build a conversion ad, and we're going to call this lead gen. That's how I like to write these, lead gen. And this will be watch me vid. Cool. So we're going to press continue. Again, I'm going to show you how easy this process is. And actually, I need to set up a conversion first. So cool. It's actually good that you guys are watching me do this live. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up, and I actually need to put the pixels in because I haven't done that. So we're going to go to pixels. I'm going to leave that page because I need to set up the pixels. So this is very simple. If you go here and you go to pixels, we want to share pixel. Yes. No. We want to view pixel code. That's what we want to do. And we want to install this. So we're going to copy that to the clipboard. That's the pixel code. And then you want to go back to your landing page. So we want to put it on both pages, actually. So I'm going to put it on. Again, people get so confused with this, with like the pixel stuff, but it's really simple. Like, that's why I wanted to do this look over my shoulder video so that you guys can go out and just copy what I'm doing. So if you're in ClickFunnels, let's edit this page and throw it on this page. You want to make sure that tracking pixel is on all of the different pages. So if we go here, I've never done this in ClickFunnels before, so bear with me. Tracking code. So you want to throw this in the header code right there and save it. So I'm pretty sure I did that correctly. We're going to double check it like we do everything. So I'm going to throw it on that page. And then I'm also going to go to my thank you page and throw that code up in the header section again. And again, you don't have to use ClickFunnels. I've used pretty much all of them. I've used Optimized Press. This is actually the first funnel I'm building in ClickFunnels. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to learn this kind of stuff. But before, I built all my funnels in lead pages, and like, here's my other one right here. I'll show you this. This is my automated webinar funnel. A little bit different of a funnel. If we go to MikeMarin.com/ticket. So you'll see that this was built in lead pages, and this starts on the top of the hour every hour, and you can see that I've installed the code in there correctly. So if we go here, did I put it in here? I think I did. So let's go back there. Okay, the pixel code is in. So again, it says post that in the header code, which is exactly what we did. And now that that is there, let me open up these, save this. I'm not going to mess with any of that stuff. And we're going to exit out of it. And I'm going to open these in a different tab. So hopefully that does that. And let's open this in a new tab. Come on, there we go. So as you can see, this is called the Facebook Pixel Helper, and this lets you know if there's a Facebook Pixel installed. So you can see here, there's green. I installed it correctly, so we're good. And let me just double check this one. There we go. That's set up. That auto fills in. So again, that is set up correctly as well. So things are looking pretty good. You know what I might do? That's got some room there. I wonder if I could take away that room on the top. 1 second. Let's see if we can edit that. I don't like how that was so far down. Settings. Ooh, top margin 150. That's not what we want. So we want that at about, I'd say 20. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just there was just too much room up there. I didn't like that. Let's see how it looks now. Okay, very cool. Right on the top. Cool. And then what you want to do if you're running Facebook ads, you want a terms of service and a privacy policy. And then if you're using the word like Facebook ads, you would throw that on. Besides that, that's really all you need to run it. So we got the pixels installed correctly. Then what we want to do is we want to go here and we want to go custom conversion. And we're going to do this. We're going to call create a custom conversion. This is so that we can let Facebook actually track all the conversions from this. So you're going to go to your landing page, the thank you page, and we're going to click that. And we're going to go back in here and we're going to say URL contained. So when anyone lands on this, that means that, I just like to copy and paste that. That should trigger that it came from that ad, and I'll show you that. And it'll trigger that it was a lead. So it's a lead. URL contains. You could do URL equals, but that you want to do URL contains. So it says when it goes to this page, thank you page, it's going to track this conversion off of my pixel. Again, you don't really know this stuff. Just follow along and copy what I'm doing. So there, and we're going to call this. Value vid. Let's call this CGM leads. There we go. And I'm not going to create a conversion value. Client getting mastery leads. We're going to go create. Done. And you see there's no activity yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to refresh this. And this should trigger it. Let's go back here. Usually you just need to refresh it once or twice. And it should say that there we go. Cool, so it's active. So there we go, received in the last hour. CGM leads, URL is case insensitive, perfect. So it's a lead, like we're good. And what we're gonna do here is, now that we're tracking those leads, we go back to the ads manager here. And now we can create our ad, because now we can actually track our ad and see what is it costing us per conversion. So we're gonna start over. We're gonna select conversions. That's the one you guys want to select. And we're gonna call this lead gen CGM vid. Okay. And then from here, we can now go here and select the conversion event and track it off of CGM leads. Boom. So now what Facebook's going to do is it's going to steer all of our, it's going to optimize it for you. Like they have 2,000 different data points and they're going to start to steer so that serve your ads to the right people. But what we first need to do is what I've done before is we want to do some brainstorming and research, and that's what we want to know who it is that we should be targeting. So that comes from knowing that dream client. Once you understand the dream client, what you want to do is you want to brainstorm, like, who are the gurus that they follow? If you're in the expert coaches space, who are the people they're listening to? What books are they reading? And really just start to brainstorm that. And what's cool is I have a list here because I did this beforehand, but these are sort of the people that my people follow. So what you could do here is when you have that is you go to detailed targeting, and I would target off of interest. That's what works best for me. And what we're going to do is we're going to type in Adam Spiel. So there we go. There's one. And we want Bill Barron. And we want Marie Florio. We want, who else is on the list here? We want Eben Pagan. We definitely want Russell Brunson. We want Frank Kern. We want Kevin Nations. And again, we're just adding the list and building our target audience. Who else we got? We got Bill Barron. How about James Wedmore? And again, this is going to be different for all of you guys, but you just want to type in these interests. So we're at, there we go, Adam Spiel, Bill Barron, Evan Pagan, Frank Kern, James Wedmore, Kevin Nations, Marie Florio. We're going to go Jay Abraham. And then we're going to do Get More Momentum, my buddy Lee's company. Very cool. So we got there we go. So we're going to go everyone in the United States. What you can do is there's different theories on this. I'm going to keep it open just for this and kind of let Facebook steer it and see and run it that way. Usually I get some different methods for when we're starting out, but I'm just going to keep it like this just to show you guys how simple it is. You could tighten this, but you will sometimes pay a little bit, you will pay more. So I'm going to keep that open. These are my interests here. We're going to do, and this is really important. So we're going to go edit placements. We only want this on the news feeds because we're going to be using long copy ads, which I'll show you in a second. So you only want to be doing this in the feed. So we don't want Instagram. We don't want audience network. And we don't want right sidebar. So we don't want the right column. And we just want, and we don't want instant articles. So we just want feeds. So we want feeds. And that's it. So feeds here. And what is, there we go. So 500,000 is a decent audience size. And we can do this. You could keep this on. That'll expand the interest. But keep that on. That doesn't matter. Again, I like to uncheck that just to see how big the audience size. Anywhere from 500,000 to 2 million is a good audience size to test in the beginning. So that's done. And you know what? We'll bring this in a bit. We'll say 20 to 65. Male, female. Again, keeping it wide open and letting, oh no, that's what we want to get rid of. Audience network. Oof. So got rid of audience network. All we should have is the feeds. Okay. So we want to set this to run at $50 a day. We're going to show some conversions. We're going to do 1 day click. We're going to do bit automatic, standard, and that's about it. So let me just make sure this is set up correct. We got, again, the key is speed here, guys. There's a lot of different stuff you could do in this, but I'm gonna show you in a follow-up video just the results you could get of just something really simple like this. Just by focusing on that 80-20, just by focusing on that message and that message to market match. So here we go. Again, just the feeds. We want all devices, desktop, mobile, no reason to split it up. We got $50 a day budget, that, and we're going to say CGM. This will be, I like to keep these the same, so lead gen, and this will be CGM vid, and I'll call this wide interest. just so I know that we're going super wide with this. From here, here's the one that works best. You want to do this single image right here. And then what we want to do is we want to go to, we're going to go to upload images. Because I created an image beforehand. Again, the tool for images is Canva. Really, really cool tool. And I'm going to go here. So I got my pictures in here. And I believe I wanted this one. We want high ticket leads. So we're going to pull up that image. That's it. Yeah, one high ticket leads. And so this is the one to use. Again, if you want to do videos, you can. I would really stick to the single image, not the carousel, not the canvas. Single image, conversion ad. This is what's working best. The image you want 1200 by 628. The site for images is Canva. So we got page set up at Mike Marion. Website URL. So here's where we're going to start to pull up the ad. So I've written the ad beforehand. Again, this is the important part. So I wrote this ad. I wasn't going to show you me writing out this whole ad. I'll walk you through the ad. So it's one high ticket leads, which is what you guys want if you're watching this video. So the headline was this. And the destination URL is Mike Marion /secret. There we go. I'm going to put the HTTP. Oh. I think that's going to work fine. And we got a little bit of slow loading here on the Facebooks. Hopefully this does not bog down like it sometimes does. So the headline is watch me generate high ticket leads on demand. I only want one of those. Why did it give me two? Uh-oh. Don't tell me it's acting up. Okay, read every word on this page. I'm going to go there. Cool. And I'm actually going to pull this in here because the formatting sometimes doesn't go from Notepad correctly over. There we go. Copy. Let's see how that looks. I don't know why that's doubling up. Interesting. I sometimes will do learn more is a good button. Newsfeed link, description. Oh, you know what? We want to put this here. This is the newsfeed link description is that. The headline is this. See if I can. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Okay. I'm going to just type it out. What is going on? You guys know what's going on. This is really watch on demand. There we go. I've never seen Facebook do that before. So we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. And just make sure this paste right. So again, the ad is quite key. Wrote this beforehand, so copy, and we're going to paste that in as the ad. Cool, and the formatting's right. And that's how it's going to look. So if you see here, it says, Dear Expert, imagine if generating high quality leads for your business online was fast and easy. Again, I'm showing you how quick and easy this is. And creating Facebook ads was actually fun. And the leads you generated actually had the money to invest in your offering. And you are no longer had to deal with tire kickers, look at lose, broke people, or window shoppers, and you could generate these high-quality leads on demand. And you didn't need to be a tech wizard. Again, I showed you, and you didn't need a massive advertising budget. I'm showing you how to get started with $50 a day. And the ads work without you needing to hire a great copywriter. How does that sound? Would having an abundance of great leads change your business and life? It has for my clients, and I'm pretty sure it can for you. Hey, it's Mike Marin, and that's what I do. I help coaches, consultants, and service providers attract more high-paying clients through the magic of the internet. And not too long ago, I was in your shoes. I was completely overwhelmed by paid traffic and Facebook ads. That is very true. You see, I had successful freelance copywriting business for seven-figure information marketers, coaches, authors, and speakers, but I was still on the hamster wheel. So and that is totally true. I worked for Alex Jeffries. He's one of my mentors. And I also worked for Dr. Tom Moran. So I got a chance to work for a lot of these big coaches, and I saw their business. And I was a copywriter working for them kind of as a hired gun. And I hadn't figured out how to get the freedom for myself, which is hence why I moved in and doing what I'm doing now. And I also love, I can make a bigger impact working with more coaches. But what I saw them do and what I kind of helped them do was they all relied on paid traffic. They had a consistent lead gen. They weren't, even though I was working for these companies with consistent lead gen, I myself was still relying on referrals, still relying on networking. I was getting these clients by going to events, by word of mouth. So in my business, I still needed to get off that hamster wheel. I wanted to rely on that, escape from that uncertainty of relying on referrals. That next month needed income, the unpredictable lead flow, the income roller coaster. So these again come from, I basically was my client avatar 5 years ago. But when you do your client avatar, when you do that dream client planning, you're going to know the pain points, and you can really just follow this template. Like, all the benefits here that your people want. So, what if losing fat was fast and easy and you could lose 15 pounds in, 20 days? You're taking the same benefits and you're plugging into this format. Again, feel free to model this format. And then, why you're qualified right here. This is like the why. Hey, it's Mike Marin. Why you qualified. From here, you're going to go into the pains. And if you could understand and describe someone's pain better than they can, that is how you build trust and authority. So that's what I'm doing here. And then here, it's just, anyway, that sounds like you. I know what that's like, and I don't want that for you. So I'm swooping in like Superman to save the day. How so, Mike? I just made a new look over my shoulder video that walks you through exactly how to generate grade A, big ticket leads on demand using a simple client getting funnel and Facebook ads that will help you cut through the noise, get noticed, and then get you paid. You get instant access to the video below by following the link below, www.mikemarin.com/secret. Here's what you'll discover in this free look over my shoulder training. How to land more high-paying clients this week. I'm showing you how to do it right now in this video. How to create Facebook ads that actually work. You can watch me, how I do it, and copy me. How to laser target your dream client and the leads that have money. How to build your own client getting funnel in the next 48 hours. How to start generating high-qualified leads on a shoestring budget of $20 a day, and much, much more. You could check it out by jumping over here. After you do, I'll send you a private video so you can watch me get leads and copy exactly what I'm doing in my business. So what's the catch? The catch is simple. I want to impress you so much, blow your socks off of value, give you the major keys so that someday down the line, you'll consider working with me. You certainly don't have to. I know I need to earn it. And that's exactly what I plan on doing, but that's later, after I've given you value. For now, just consider this my gift to you. No fluff, just me showing you on what's working right now, the major keys, and it's just an opt-in away. www.mikemarin.secret. Sincerely, Mike Marin. P.S. They don't want me to give you the keys, so I had to give you the keys. Little DJ Khaled reference there. So that is the ad structure. I'd recommend just modeling that. And you can see, like, we just built that ad. Watch me generate high quality leads on demand, read every word, and then opt in. Display link. What we're going to do is we're going to go to mikemarin.com/secret. That's what I'll put there. And we're going to track all conversion pixels there. So that looks good. That's what we want to track. We got that. Learn more. I think we're good to go. So that is how you create a lead and funnel live. So we're just going to place order as you watch me do it. And that's it. So it's going to be reviewed, and that will then come through, and this will start to generate leads. Again, just firing up this in my account. So let me pull up the right here. So that's what I just showed you how to do. I showed you how to create an ad, watch me live. So what are the costs to do this, right? So the cost to actually doing this, and let me just pull this up on this screen. As you can see, that will be pending review. So the cost, again, landing pages, you could use lead pages, ClickFunnels. The CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. You can use ActiveCampaign. You can use Aweber. Again, there's a business that I did some consulting with, and we got up to $1.4 million a month selling coaching, $5,000 coaching package. The whole business was Aweber, Schedule Once, and what was the other one? It was Mega Bounce and Facebook ads. So again, you don't need to get into all the technical stuff, but what I want you to do is show you at the end of this where I'm going to link to, and hold up, and ad spend. So yeah, that's the cost. So, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent there. So hopefully this has been like super valuable and kind of taken some of the mystery on how do you build these things. So what I want to do is I want to go to the landing page here, and this video that I'm filming now is going to go right here. So that is the value in advance video. And for you guys just want to model this for your own business. At the very end, let me just pull up the here. So if you want to learn more, learn how to apply this, want more in detailed stuff, then definitely make sure that you add mikemarin.com/ to your contacts. What that will do is that will allow you, I'm going to be sending you guys, I'm going to educate you guys. So I'm going to be sending you more emails daily, more of this, just showing you how do you guys go out, how do you build these funnels, how do you use Facebook ads? Because what I just showed you right now is all you guys really need, to go out there, create an ad, put it live. So with that said, what I want to tell you is this. Number one, the money is not made in the information. The money is made in execution. So if you are the type of person that, you're more advanced and you got everything together, maybe this video was all you needed, right? And by all means, use this stuff, go out and prosper. This stuff totally works. You're going to see in the follow-up videos, leads coming in from what I just created. This stuff works. It's working right now. So by all means, go out, use this stuff and prosper. But I also know that a small percentage of you're going to want the shortcut. You're going to want coaching. You're going to want the mentoring. You're going to want the step-by-step. You're going to want assistance. You're going to want more hand-holding. You're going to want templates, all this stuff to make this process much easier. And you're also going to know, how does this apply to what I'm doing? So if that's you, if you want to take things and you want that sort of help, that sort of hand-holding, then here's what I got for you. You can apply for my program called Client Getting Mastery. And what we'll do is once you apply, we will jump on the phone with you, either myself or one of my elite coaches, and we will focus and help you come up with a custom game plan to use these strategies, to use Facebook ads, to set up your client getting funnel to help solve the two biggest problems that coaches are facing. So number one is we'll show you how do you go out and generate targeted leads. How do you get big ticket buyer leads for your program? Number two, we'll also show you in more in detail this conversion system on how do you then convert them into high paying clients, and we'll help that apply it to your unique situation, because I really believe that everyone's situation is different. So if you want to hop on the phone with us, we will walk you through how this applies to your specific situation. Okay, so that strategy session will take around 30 minutes, and you'll be speaking to either myself personally or one of my elite coaches, and you will leave that call with a step-by-step game plan for you to dramatically grow your business by 3, 4, even 5x without increasing the amount of time you're working in it. And it will be probably one of the best 30 to 60 minutes that you spend this year on your business. So if you want to apply for Client Getting Mastery, that first step is that consultation call. Again, there's no cost to it. It's our gift to you. And You might be asking, what is Client Getting Mastery? Well, Client Getting Mastery is my 6-week coaching and mentoring program that walks you through exactly how to do what we just covered today. How do you do the Facebook ads? How do you generate leads on demand? How do you create value videos? How do you create automated webinar funnels like the one I just showed you? Again, the last automated webinar funnel I built for my clients are now doing $210,000 a month in cash. So again, this stuff works, guys. This is a strategy that if you're not using it, if you're at just starting out, it's perfect for you. If you're at, I've had someone just come to my place this weekend and he's at about $30,000 a month, and we're going to I'm helping building his client getting funnel and getting him up to that $100,000 level. So if you want this kind of stuff, this hand holding, then that's what Client Mastery is about. And I wanted to throw in some bonuses and incentives and rewards for those of you who are quick action takers, because that's who I enjoy working with. So if you apply today, what I will throw in is, and this is only if you guys apply today, is I'm going to throw in my complete how-to guide for setting up landing pages. You're going to get over-the-shoulder video training, even more in detail on how do you set up the landing pages, how do you set up the funnels. I'm also going to give you access to the recordings of my high-ticket funnel workshop. This was a workshop that I did a while back that is just as relevant today. It's going to show you all the different high-ticket funnels. And these strategies have been responsible for one company that became one of the fast growing coaching companies ranked by Inc. magazine. The name of that company was Marketing With You. So these strategies that you'll learn inside of this program, again, it's a 6-week program. You'll get access to the recordings of that workshop immediately so that you could go out and apply it. So you get that. You also get my super simple ads Facebook training. I'll go really in depth into the targeting, into A to Z, from all the way from how do you set up your business page to how do you set up conversion pixels to how to use Power Editor, more advanced stuff for testing, split testing, all different sorts of stuff that once you get a handle on what I taught you today, then you could really step it up to that next level. And also you get my copywriting training on how do you write ads, because that is one of the most crucial parts. Number 4, if you apply today, you also get my bonus, which is how to sell without being salesy. The masterclass, this is my help-based selling system, and it will show you how to do enrollment calls so that you can enroll people without being, that pushy salesman that you don't want to be, that I don't want to be. So, and again, what's really cool about the system is, again, you're actually looking at my client getting funnel here, is in the next step, you'll see that the only leads you'll be speaking to are warm leads. And 5th, which is probably the most, and again, I put the value on this is priceless, because it really is. I don't think anyone in this industry has a swipe file like I do. It's one of the main reasons that people pay me the big bucks for consulting, is that I have all the examples, all the templates of funnels that have done $1 million a month, funnels that are doing $500,000 a month in the coaching space. The biggest funnels, I have the emails, I have the works that I've done for my client. I'm privy to a lot of behind the scenes stuff that when you apply to Client Getting Mastery, you'll get access to those templates, those examples, so that you could create your own client getting funnels, your own Facebook ads without having to stare at a blank screen and trying to reinvent the wheel. Like Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. So that is the last bonus. So again, if you apply today, you'll get my complete how-to guide for setting up your landing pages, my high-ticket funnel workshop, my super simple ads Facebook training, my help-based selling system, selling without being salesy, and my $1 million swipe file of examples, templates, so you could go out and model this. But only if you click the apply button now. Again, go below this video right now. You will see what you're looking at here. And schedule a day and time and apply. And if you get accepted, you'll get all these bonuses. And just to be totally upfront, I only accept about 1/3 of the applicants. And the reason for this is about 1/3 they're not a good fit for us, and 1/3 it might not be a good fit for you. So the purpose of this call is to not only give you a step-by-step game plan, but also to explain more about if you're open to it, what our offer is and how it, if it's a fit for you, if this is the right time to do that. So go ahead, click that button, and what it's going to do is it's going to take you over to this page here, which is it's the application page, and wait for this calendar to load. And again, check out some of these case studies here of people that have worked with me here. And what I want you to do is go here, and you're going to go here, and there's going to be some times available. More will be opening up, and grab one of these as quick as you can, right? So if you want to grab a time for Friday, you're going to click next, pick a time that best suits you, and then there's a really short application. Fill this out. And again, if you fill in one-word answers, again, we have a lot of calls coming in. So don't fill out one-word answers. Fill this out, and we will take the call. So just fill that out real quick. Again, that allows us to hit the ground running when we do this phone call. So again, who is this for? If you look down, you'll see these are all coaches, consultants. So that's who this is really for. This is for coaches, consultants, authors. Typically, if you're selling information products, done for you services, client getting mastery is going to be for you. This is for people who know that they're good at what they do and they truly believe that they could dominate their marketplace and make high six figures, even seven-figure income doing it. This is also for people who truly value helping others and getting them results. Again, we're only looking for cool people in this program. And you got to understand that working, we have different payment plans available, flexible pricing stuff, but working with my company is not cheap. But one thing I will say is that most of our clients make their investment back in the first month, and they stick with me with the long term because they see results. So that's who this is for. Who this is not for, this is not for people who make excuses, complain. If you're in information gathering mode and you're just jumping on this call to check out how much it costs, or if you're not prepared to take action, then don't apply for this phone call. If you're not really serious about growing your business by another $100,000 to $1 million in the next 12 months, then this call is not for you. There's plenty of other strategies that are not as effective as this. You could start blogging. You could go spend all your time doing podcasts and all this stuff. This is a very direct funnel. You only need really one funnel like this to fill up your calendar and start enrolling as many clients as you need. So if this sounds good to you, head over to this page. I'm going to go back to this page. We're going to go back to the other page. Head over here, click that apply now to Client Getting Mastery, fill out that appointment, and I look forward to speaking to you and working with you. So with that said, I really enjoyed making this video for you. Again, go out, apply this stuff. It works. So, and also be on the lookout for the follow-up video, because we're going to give you more case studies, more over-the-shoulder training on how do you go out and get clients, because I'm really about being useful and going out and serving you. So with that said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is Mike Marin checking off, and I will talk to you guys later. Cheers.